this video, we are going to look at radian measure. The degree is a commonly used unit for the measure of angles in trig applications. One complete revolution around a circle is defined as 360 degrees. Therefore, 1 degree is 1/360th of a complete revolution. Now, in many areas of science and advanced math, we actually use a different unit of measure for angles, and that is because they are more useful. This measure of angles is called a radian. If we were to take a look at a circle with a radius of r, and we wanted to look at an angle, theta, within this circle, the length from the two radii is defined as the arc of the circle, or a. And radian is defined as the ratio of the arc length of a circle, a, divided by its radius, r. In terms of units for radians, you can use one of two things. You could use rad, or you could just use nothing. Let's look at an example then. So if we have a circle with a radius of 4 centimeters, and we wanted to find the angle theta, and the arc length is 10 centimeters, then theta in radians would be the arc length, 10 centimeters, over the radius, 4 centimeters, which would be 2.5. So you could leave it as just 2.5, or you could write 2.5 rad. So if one complete revolution of a circle is 360 degrees, what is one complete revolution in terms of radians? So in terms of radians, what we need to remember or recall is that the circumference of a circle is given by the formula 2 pi r. And so if we went around a circle one complete revolution with a radius of r, then our arc length would be 2 pi r. If we plug that into our formula, we would have 2 pi r over the radius, which is r, which would give 2 pi. That means that one complete revolution around our circle is equal to 2 pi. Now we also need to be able to have a way to convert between radians and degrees. So I'm going to give you two relationships here. One is that 1 radian is equal to 180 over pi degrees. The other relationship you need is what 1 degree is. So 1 degree is equal to pi over 180 rad. We can use these two relationships then to convert between degrees and radians. Now, one thing to keep in mind as we are working through this unit is that exact angles in radians are often written in terms of pi. So that means that you should leave them in exact form, because that is going to be the most accurate form for our angle. This is actually one of the major advantages of radians, is that we can get extremely accurate measures of angles. That means then that you want to leave them in fraction form and with those pi's. Let's now look at a couple of examples on how to convert from degrees to radians and vice versa. First, we're given 210 degrees and we're asked to convert to radians in exact form. 210 degrees then, we need to multiply that by pi over 180 degrees. So that is going to give us 210 pi over 180. And now this is just a fraction that we need to reduce. That is going to reduce down to 7 pi over 6. To convert from radians to degrees then, let's do the first one, pi over 3. We're going to multiply that by 180 degrees over pi. The pi's will cancel out. We're left with 180 degrees divided by 3, which is equal to 60 degrees. The second one, 2.3 rad, we're going to set up the exact same way. So 2.3 times 180 degrees over pi, plugging that into a calculator would give us 131.8 approximately degrees.